Hello and welcome to my channel where we are making a gourmet tasting dessert using a box mix. And today we are making a delicious no-bake peanut butter cheesecake with a peanut brittle sauce. So stick around while we make something boxed, but better. We are going to start by making the no-bake cheesecake filling. In a large microwave-safe bowl, place 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese. Then we are going to microwave it for about 30 seconds until it has become softened. Next we are going to add a half cup of room temperature whole milk, followed by a small box of instant cheesecake flavored pudding mix. Then we are going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix this together on a medium to high speed with a hand mixer for about 2 to 3 minutes until it becomes thick and creamy. And of course, it is important to scrape down the edges and bottom of your bowl as needed to make sure all of the ingredients incorporate evenly. The last ingredient I am adding is 1/3 cup of peanut butter. You can use creamy or crunchy, just depending on your personal preference. Then we are going to mix it together for another 2 to 3 minutes until well incorporated. And once again, don't forget to scrape down your sides so that the peanut butter incorporates evenly. You will notice that this is very thick. Do not panic, this is exactly what we want it to look like. It's going to have a really nice texture once it sets up in the refrigerator. You can make your own cheesecake crust, but I decided to just buy one already made from the store. Scoop your cheesecake filling into your crust and then spread it out evenly. Once again, it is dense, so I find that pulling it toward the edge of the crust instead of pushing it seems to work a little more effectively. One way to make your cheesecake look extra smooth on top is to wet your spatula and lightly drag it across the top of your cheesecake. I did not do this because I'm going to pour my peanut brittle sauce directly on top of the cheesecake, so I'm not worried about it. Besides, it is going to taste delicious no matter what it looks like, so don't stress too much and just enjoy the journey of making something fun. Once you have finished spreading your cheesecake filling in your pie crust, cover it and refrigerate it while we make our peanut brittle sauce. For the peanut brittle sauce, I bought 1 12-ounce package of peanut brittle. However, you are only going to need about 1/2 to 2/3 of the package. Place into a Ziploc bag and then smash into smaller pieces. The smaller pieces will help it to melt faster and a little more easily. You should have about a total of 1 cup of peanut brittle pieces when you are done. Now we get to the fun part of making the sauce. In a medium-sized pan, we are going to add our peanut brittle, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and a half cup of heavy cream. Set your stovetop to a medium heat. You do not want it too high or else it might burn your cream, because this is going to take about 8 to 10 minutes to melt, so it's going to be a low and slow process. Stir this continually to keep the peanut brittle from sticking to the bottom of the pot and burning. You'll notice that the heavy cream is becoming a light caramel color as the peanut brittle begins to melt. We are so close, keep going, it is well worth the effort. As we get toward the end of the melting process, your heavy cream is going to hit a simmer and get really frothy. This is exactly what we want it to do, keep going. You can lower your heat if you're a little intimidated by it, but it is okay. Around the 8 to 10 minute mark, you will notice that most of your peanut brittle has melted down and you are left with nothing but peanuts. Now we are going to turn off the heat and add 1/4 cup of heavy cream. This is going to shock it in the cooking process and stop it from cooking any further so it will not burn. Stir it for about another minute and then remove it from the heat, and we are going to let this cool to room temperature. You can do this by covering it and just letting it set to the side, or you can place it in the refrigerator to wrap it cool. I did cut a slice of cheesecake just so I could get a nice little thumbnail. I think it looks exquisite, but you can just pour the whole thing over the top of your cheesecake. It is really runny, so you've got to be careful that you don't overflow your edges, or if you would like, you can just serve it as you cut it. And if you would prefer a thicker sauce, then reduce the 1/4 cup of heavy cream into 1/8 of a cup of heavy cream. Make sure your cheesecake chills at least 3 hours before serving. It is ideal if you chill it overnight, but 3 hours is the minimum to get that desired texture of cheesecake. And there we have it, our delicious no-bake peanut butter and peanut brittle cheesecake. Thank you for joining me. I had a lot of fun and I hope you did too. If you have any questions or requests, feel free to leave them in the comment section below and I will do my best to answer them, and I will see you next time on Boxed But Better with Jenna. Oh, aren't you just the cutest? Yes, I talk to my food, don't judge me.